You like it, Andy? You like it, Andy? I'm glad. I need to fix my microphone real quick. There we go. There we go. I think it looks better. I think it definitely looks better. I'm not 100%. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this. Maybe I do nothing, I don't know. I guess I could paint it. I have no clue. Thank you, bunnies. Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How are you all doing? It's nice to see you. Yeah, I even there's even a little space for her in this little corner over here that I can get a little cat cam going if she decides she likes it. I need to get a kitty bed for her though. Thank you, Dan. Thank you guys. I appreciate the compliments. Hello. If you guys want me to say hi to you, please say hi. I will now read over. Let me see. Sunny, Audrey, Kickin, Dan, Andy, Animal, Bunnies, Tapu. I did not chase. I do feel a little better, actually. I do. I'm still a little congested, but it's definitely not as big of a deal as it was the other day, or like yesterday or something. I'm also definitely not as mentally stressed. I'm still a little stressed. I still have things to do, but yeah, I'm feeling better. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you. Greetings and salutations, all. I like this space. I think this just... It was a pain. Let me say, the reason why I am late is because I was trying to get this setup all set up. I couldn't just turn my desk. I needed to take it apart, put it back together. It is up to you, bunnies. I'm definitely not going to be streaming tomorrow. I have a lot of homework to do, and also on Wednesdays I don't stream. But it's up to you. Yeah, I like that too, Chase. I hope you guys like the new setup. Let me know what you think. Definitely let me know what you think. I'm a little... I don't know what to do with this. But yeah, the window view is like so cool. I just really wanted to get that in the shot, so... Hello, Evil. Greetings. I just like... you know, I wanted my stream setup out of my room. But at the same time, I felt like my room was adding a little something. And also, it felt like when it was turned, it was like in this little corner. And you couldn't really like see anything. But now, like... now you can see everything. Look at that. It's like so different. You guys can like, I don't know. I feel like I can do aerobics out there. I can have a party. It feels classier a little bit. Hello, Sakura. Omae wa mo Shinderu. New setup is fantastic. All right, I like all of these compliments. I really appreciate it. They make me very pleased. They make me very happy. And also now I can have like my roommate or my friends, like they can like be here and like watch and hang out and not have to like cram themselves into a corner, you know? So it will be so much better. Yeah, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad, Key. I'm glad you like it. Lily is currently in the living room. I don't think Lily is feeling very good. I am going to have to bring her to a vet. Probably tomorrow or the following day. She is, yeah, Miss Lily is not feeling very good. She is, yeah. I feel really bad. So long story short, I brought her to an animal hospital a couple weeks ago, and they said that it was like because Lily was peeing blood, not very good. And I was like, oh my god, it must be like a UTI. And they said, oh no, it's not a UTI, it's something else, and it's caused by stress. And I went, oh, okay. They got okay. And they were like, it should go away. It went away. Now she is once again peeing blood. And either they were wrong or they were right and now it's something new. But there was this period of time that she wasn't. So I'm very confused. I don't know. I wish I was a vet. I wish I just know. So yeah, keep yeah, me too. I think she'll be okay. She's not like skittish or anything. She looks a little uncomfortable. But I'm going to bring her to a vet as soon as possible. Either like today or tomorrow. So isn't she in heat? I mean, Lily is fixed. So shouldn't that like fix it? Oh, I'm very stressed. This is like, it's like I have so much going on that's causing me stress. And now this is just like another thing. Now, because like, obviously she becomes my priority. But like, I'm stressed because of all the priorities I have. It's okay, I hope. Yeah, I'll get an answer soon. I will get an answer soon. But keep her in your thoughts. So, yeah, it's the way it works, right? It's nothing is ever conveniently separated. So, yeah, I know I didn't have to stream tonight. I did want to see what the new stream setup looked like. And also, I mean, I do have to do my homework and all, so I don't have to technically stream for too long. I did start a little late. I feel like I've been slacking on stream a little bit. I'm like, another one of my stresses, you know? Like, it's like, oh my god. I would like a day where I can just turn off my phone and just not do anything. Not have to worry, no homework, no nothing. If stream is a stressor, it's like stream isn't really a stressor. Stream causes me stress in like indirect ways. So It's very weird. I don't know. Like I want to be here, but at the same time, no, there's nothing that you can really do to help. Um, yeah, stream has been like indirectly stressful for me because I feel like I have been slacking, kind of. It's like so weird. I don't know how to explain it. The stresses of being a full-time streamer is um nothing is consistent. I think that's, and I don't mean so much from me, but nothing when it comes to the platform or content creation or anything, nothing here is consistent. And that's for everybody, like not just me. Like some months are just better months in terms of viewership, in terms of like in terms of donations, in terms of just kind of everything. And then I then have to like mix it in with my schedule of like school. So it's very weird. It's hard to fully explain, but there's nothing you can do to really help me. At this point I'm just kind of ranting. So well, Dan, like at the same time, like streaming is like my job, which is kind of another reason why it's been a little stressful, I guess. Is that maybe I think that I've been looking at stream as too much of a job. I think getting close to partner, I think being so close to partner, like having a little taste of it, has mm, added a little more different kind of stress. No, it's true, bunnies. It's true. The you know what the yeah, you know what the main problem is, and it's like one of those like, thank you, pasta. You know what the main problem is, and I know this is like kind of like weird, and I hate it. Sucks because there's no one to really talk with about it. Is the money, because although I love doing Twitch, and I don't ever really see myself not doing it, no matter at pretty much anything. At one point I had no viewers and I still did it. It's like the money is not consistent. And I'm like I was kind of relying on it for quite a long time. And then like I said, nothing is consistent. So when things stop being consistent, my lifestyle has to change. Like getting a job. Like now I have to get a job essentially, which is kind of stressful. So thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like weird. I hate complaining about it too, because I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky to have what I have, like for real. You guys have blessed me. I am part of a very limited few that can do what I do. But when things don't go right when it comes to streaming, when things start to take a downward, or who knows, downward is all subjective, right? When things don't start to seem right, the only person that you can end up blaming is yourself, or at least you feel that way. Because I'm not going to blame you. Well, you know what I mean? I don't know who that is. Healthy. Yeah, it doesn't have the best work conditions. That's true. There's no benefits. There's no benefits to streaming on Twitch. It just makes me like the fact that anyone can make a living from doing this is considerably mind-blowing. It's just crazy. If it's not consistent, of course it's gonna stress you out. Yeah, no, it's true. It's like the problem is that it was consistent, I think, and now it's starting to not be, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. Yo, what's up, Cheeky? How's it going, bro? I'm ranting when I shouldn't be. We gotta bring it into a better mental space. How was my day? My day has been kind of insane. So we are I started streaming really late today because I wanted to try out this new setup. My summer, I'm still in class right now, so my summer hasn't really changed very much. I'm still in school 4 out of 7 days a week. And then obviously I'm still streaming like 5 days a week. So hi Tori, greetings. How are you guys doing? How's your summer going? Probably a lot of you are like either working and not in school, or hello Bisky, greetings. Thank you, Freckles. I appreciate it. Thank you. How am I? I'm doing fantastic. There's nothing wrong in my life at all. I have no complaints. Everything is perfect. Wouldn't change a thing. That's the way I've always wanted it to be. No, it's true, Chase. It's true. It's true. Guess what? Life loves to throw curveballs. Because if it just threw the same pitch over and over, it'd get boring. So, you know, like, if you just kept winning at every game you played, you'd probably grow a little bored. Same with life. If you just kept winning at life, imagine how boring it'd be. Nothing to overcome. Sometimes you need a roadblock, because when you overcome that roadblock, you can keep driving or something. Insert something inspirational. That's right. That is right. I am an optimist. Look at me go. It's a good mindset. Well, there's no one to really ask for help from me. Trauma dumping stream? I mean, if you guys want me to give you some advice, I definitely can. Oh, that's really fun, bunnies. Have fun. Enjoy that, and enjoy your art, too. Do you have the mental beans for that, though? Do you mean, do I have the capability right now to be able to handle other people's problems? Yes. Hit me. Hit me with it. Aw, thank you, Bisky. I appreciate it. Hit me with it. I'm ready. You're gonna use other people's problems as a distraction from yours, aren't you? Yes. I need advice on something that nobody but me and one person know about, but I feel stupid about it. Hit me with it. Oh boy. You see, the best part about giving people advice is you get to learn all their secrets. Hit me with it. I'm ready. I'm more worried for you. Don't be worried for me. See? If this was therapy, I would have been a bad therapist. If this was therapy, I now have you worried about me. You should never be worried about me. My life is great. I have zero complaints. Everything, nothing, it couldn't be going better. Um, yeah, let me think on it. I'm not totally against it. I'm not totally against it. I do have a lot of work. Like, we are in finals week, so I'm a little nervous about how things are gonna go. Potato with a tier 1. Thank you. I appreciate it. For the first time ever. Welcome to the family. If things aren't okay, it's okay to admit it. You don't have to fake it. Things are hard sometimes. Yeah, things are rough. But life's great. So... Okay, cool, bunnies. Cool. If I was your therapist, my notes would be a mess. I don't want to use you guys as my, I mean, I guess sometimes it's okay to be real. I mean, I guess I am always pretty real on stream. I've already vented my problems in life. There's really, like... I've already vented my problems, so... I know you don't mind it. It's kind of like... It's weird. Ever since... Alright, do we want to... I guess... Ever since we got really close to getting partnered, I'm becoming a lot more self-conscious about the content that I'm making. And weirdly enough, although I of course will only make content that I enjoy, I feel like I now have to like funnel myself into doing something that I know that other people will enjoy instead of doing what I want to do. You know? That's like been a weird thing.
You like jazz?
And I feel like it is burning me out. Like I feel like I'm not enjoying streaming as much ever since we got so close. And then because of that, I then feel like that the reason why I'm not making as much money or whatever as I used to is because of that. So then I just put it on to me rather than say that it's just the platform or maybe the time of year or who knows. So I wonder what other streamers feel like that. I wonder who else feels that way. What do you enjoy about streaming? You guys. I enjoy being able to be real with someone. Like, obviously, when I'm all upbeat and happy, things are gonna feel better. It's gonna vibe better because people want to have good vibes. But I also want to be able to talk about this kind of stuff and then not really have to worry about like my viewer count and whether or not it's going to hurt my chances of getting to partner. And then also worry that, oh, maybe people aren't going to subscribe because I'm talking about like the trouble that I'm having. You want advice or just venting? I guess I'm interested in anything that you're willing to feed back, you know? But that's a good question. Can I ask Tommy? You want me to just DM him real quick? I feel like the partner thing will happen with you eventually no matter what, so you should just do what you need to do for your life first, and then, yeah, I guess so. I just want it really bad, you know? Yeah, like, part of the fun for me about Twitch has always been that, like, I can kind of come here having a not so great day, kind of vent it off to you guys, and then 99% of the time it ends up turning around because then I get your guys' input, and then we end up focusing our attention elsewhere, and then everything goes really well, you know? Usually that's how it goes. Like, usually, and you can see it, like Twitch is pretty much only trends. Like, that's just the way that it works. And I can see the trends. I see how it works. But it's like, I hate that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna put in the work. We're gonna hit partner someday. It's just bound to happen. It hurts to feel like I have to stifle myself to get there, you know? I don't want to do that. I don't want to stifle myself. I don't want to feel like every day that I come on, it's gotta be like freaking rainbows and gumdrops and... Oh, you're good. No, I know I look young. I know I look young. Sounds like if you relied on streaming less for your income, you would enjoy it more for the audience interactions, even if it in less frequent streams. You'd be working. Seems to be more positive and fulfilling than... No, it's true. I mean, it's so weird, right? Like, here's the thing. I decided to go to grad school because I wanted to be able to make a real income so that I wouldn't have to rely on Twitch. But the thing is that now I'm in grad school, I'm now paying for grad school, and I'm now paying for my rent using the money that I made from Twitch. So it's like I'm in a weird position where I don't want to take a job that will stop me from being able to stream, but at the same time I might need to, because I need to be able to pay for my life. So what does daddy chill mean? It means I should probably go get some ice cream or something. Drink my tea. My meditation lavender and something tea. Honey, I think. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. Like, oh my god. This semester has been so rough for me. Draco, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. If you want me to say hi, please say hi. Right now, I'm kind of, Ranting, dumping. What am I doing? What am I doing? I have no clue.
You like jazz?
Think of the follow, Bisky, Kaza, Draco. I appreciate it. Can you tell I'm older? Not really. I'm not gonna lie. You know why? Because I have a similar thought process than you. Like, I have a similar thought process, and I'm younger than you. So it's just easier for you because you're on the outside looking in, and I'm on the inside looking inside. So you're in between choices in different aspects of your life. It's like I'm not even in between choices. My choice has been made. I am in grad school. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to get a job as a therapist, and that is going to be my main income. And all the money that I make is going to go towards me living, and so that I have the ability of continuing to stream. Because streaming is what I wish I want that to be my main grind. I want streaming to be my full-time job, no matter if streaming blew up like a rocket, then I probably wouldn't even be a therapist, because I would rather put all of my time and energy into making better and better content. But at the same time, if I need a job, I would rather do a job that I think I'm going to be good at and a job I would like. So I would like therapy. I think it's really fun. I think it's really interesting. I like learning about other people and their thoughts and their problems and helping them through it. So it's my situation is kind of my current situation is not a plan that's not going well. My current situation is I've placed myself into a bind where I now have to do multiple things at once to continue doing what I want to do. And I don't like doing what I don't want to do, and I don't want to get a job. I don't want to be a delivery driver delivering pizza, but I might just have to do that. So, I agree, Bisky. I agree. Is this pre-recorded? What pre-recorded? The stream? Yeah, I have a script of what exactly I'm going to say. Can you imagine if I scripted everything? You know how well organized my stream would be if I wrote down a script for every stream? Oh boy. You know what's funny is that one of my old roommates, when I lived in New Jersey, my old roommate, who was a business major, he was like, "Do you like write down a script?" And I'm like, "Not really," because like I mostly play Fortnite, and like sometimes I'll just chat. And he's like, "Yeah, but like, do you write down like a script of like what you're gonna talk about?" He's like, "You should definitely do that. Like, have like a conversation and write it down and be like, this is what I'm gonna talk about today." And I'm like, yeah, I guess I could do that. Or like not. Because I don't want to do that. Thank you, bunnies. It was such a business major thing. I agree. It was such like a coming from a set out plan guide. So does he know it's live with the chat? Yeah. In fact, he was on my stream at one point many, many years ago. You guys will probably never see him again. So. Hey, guess what? Chicken butt? Did I do it? Let me read what else you guys said. Twitch can wait. If you need a break and somehow viewers may drop, I will go to Twitch. No, I don't want to take a break from Twitch. If I need a break, I will take a break. The grind is real. I don't want to give up the grind because it's like weird. You give up the grind, you're like, damn, I should be grinding. How would someone write a script? You're mostly just chatting. I mean, I definitely try to plan out what I want to do. Like today, I knew that I wanted to set up do my new stream setup, get your guys' opinion on it, and then I had some general ideas of where things were gonna go. But I usually like to improvise more because I feel like I have more fun that way. I feel like when I plan things, it's weird. I feel like when I plan things out, I mean, sometimes like I'll be like, I'm gonna do a cooking stream. Like, great. Like, we'll do a cooking stream. But I feel like when I like plan things out like down to the letter for each stream, I feel like I get very bored, and I feel like I guess it would be nice because I could always leave the schedule. So, absolutely, Visky. Absolutely. Yeah, that's true, Dan. That's true. I enjoy chatting with you all. I enjoy getting your opinions. I enjoy hearing about stories from your guys' world. And giving feedback and helping you. So, like, the more involved chat is with me and I am with chat, the more I like stream.
You like jazz?
That's why I am really excited for the growth of my channel, is because for me and how I enjoy it, it can only get better. More people, more conversations, more like everything. So like being genuine, your niche is unique. I don't even know what my niche is. I don't know what my niche is. I wish I did. Like, what's a niche? A niche is something that you are, what you're known for, what you're particularly good at, or what people identify you for, essentially. Everybody has a niche, right? Like, some people are really good at a certain video game, which is their niche. Their niche is they're really good at being at this video game. Or some people, I don't know. Like, some people don't even have a niche. Like, good night, Sakura. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You mean Keech? Mine is empathy. Okay. I'll take it. Your niche is not having a niche. Lily is not dead. Lily is not feeling very good though, so I'm gonna be taking her to the vet soon. Thank you. Oh my god. Wow. I figured out how to get compliments from you all. I just have to ask what my niche is. There we go. Anytime I need a little pick-me-up, I'll be like, chat, what's my niche? And then you'll all lifted.
You like jazz?
Yeah, it's definitely gaslighting me. Charlotte, thank you for the follow. I guess so, Bisky. I mean, there are definitely some people on Twitch that are, like, their niche is their looks. I hope that's not what my niche is. Oh god. We gotta start doing faceless streams. Yeah. Maybe that's that's how we'll test the waters. That is the real test, isn't it? Isn't the real test to do a... It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I don't know who that is, Potato, but it's an actor, so I appreciate it. I mean, Freckles, I will always pick the former. I think that going to a therapist is probably the best. 100%. So... I'm gonna be a VTuber. I would need to figure out how to get a good VTube thing. Problem is I don't want to pay for one if I'm not gonna use it. So, do therapists have therapists? They should. Definitely should. The worse the avatar looks, the better? What do you mean? I'm so confused. Oh, thank you, Dan. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. Is the fidget spinner distracting? I'll just do it like here. I'll do it not in front of the camera so you guys can't see it. There we go. Now you'll never know. What am I doing, chat? What am I doing with my hands? You'll never know. What does it look like I'm doing? What is a fan cam? I don't even know what that is. Do you want my cat? He's cross-eyed and fat. I mean, very interesting descriptive words. Why does it sound like you're trying to make them negative when I think that those are pretty positive? I feel like I would enjoy a fat, cross-eyed cat. You know what a fan cam is? I really don't. Oh, the fan cams are the video edits. Oh, those are cool. I like those. I think they're really cool. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know that that was the name for it. Why is it called that? Shouldn't it just be like a video edit or something? Or like, it's a weird name. I don't know. I told you this stuff last year, and I think it's funny that you think I would remember.
You like jazz?
I didn't think of the follow. Do you remember the OG Xad fan cam? Like 4 years ago? I don't know. I don't remember. I remember Dominique's, which was amazing. It was incredible. Hi Dominique, greetings. We were just talking about you. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like this new setup. I hope you guys like it. I think it's cool that we have all this space now. We can like do stuff. Like I don't know what we could do, but we could definitely do stuff. Do you know the Dream Simp? Do I like the Dream Simp? I think they're fine. I don't know. I don't really know them. Oh, we could definitely do... Now we're in the position to do a sleep stream. That is right. That is right. I could definitely do a sleep stream from here. Where is Juan? Juan is currently asleep. Currently asleep. Oh, I 100% talk in my sleep. That is just true. Oh, I don't like sleep. I think sleeping is a waste of time. I mean, think about it. We sleep for like a third of our life. Imagine what you could be doing with that time. It's a building, Dominique. Thank you, gamer. I appreciate it. Oh, you're definitely muted, Tori. Not gonna lie, you are muted. It's true, Pam. That is true. Luckily, even if you did a text-to-speech of that, my echo would not go off. I've seen that happen on people's sleep streams, and I don't even know how I'd set that up, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to get speakers or something. I'd have to, like, set up speakers in my room if I was gonna do a sleep stream. Is that the way we hit partner? Maybe I should just sleep stream every night. I did think about doing, like, there was at one point when I first started streaming that I thought it'd be really interesting to, like, do a 24-hour stream where I'm just doing my normal everyday things. Where I'm not necessarily, like, trying to make content for Twitch, but I'm, like, bringing you along to, like, all the things I need to do. You know, grocery store, whatever, making dinner, sleeping, a day in the life, essentially. In order to do that, I would need a really good hotspot, mobile hotspot. I remember XDad Twitter. Whatever happened to it? It kind of would be bunnies, who knows? I'm sure there'd be some fun things along the way. You're modeling a follow? Did you take chat to a date with a day in the life streams? It would be very awkward. I don't know what would ever happen with that. They would have to approve. That's the main thing. They'd have to approve of it. Getting other people on stream to stream with me is not as easy as you think it is. Because you have to be really comfortable with being live in front of other people, and a lot of people are not like that. A lot of people don't like being live, so in front of a camera, which I don't blame them. It's true, Andy, it's true. Oh, Juan is totally fine with it, which is awesome. I'm really lucky to have a roommate that is okay with streaming with me. I was on his stream today for like a minute, I think. And my mom is okay, but my mom really wants me to succeed, so she'll do anything that she can do. That she'll do anything for me, essentially. My mom is a pretty selfless person. Do it, Tori. Do it. I agree, bunnies. I agree. Yeah, my mom definitely has my back. My mom wants me to succeed. My mom sees how much I enjoy streaming and how much I enjoy, like, just doing this. So, you know, I'm like, Mom, do you want to? And we all know my mom really likes it as well. Like, 100%, she enjoys it. So. I gotta stop spinning. This spinning thing is the only thing that's keeping my mind working. I can't tell if it's a hindrance or if it's helping me. Then there's also X Cool Aunt. I don't know when I'm gonna see her again. When I see Rihanna, it's usually very random. I never really, it's usually when my mom wants to hang out with her, so. But she's a lot of fun. I'm sure that she wouldn't mind being on stream again, that's for sure. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky that, my friends are down, a majority of my friends are down to be on stream with me. Oh, thank you, Nova. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. How are you doing? How is life? How are you all? I've been talking a lot about me. What about you? This feels like a one-sided relationship. She seems to be pretty active online. Probably very more active than I am. Very parasocial. Oh, there's no such thing. This is a completely social relationship. Not one-sided at all. I'm glad, Tori. I'm glad you guys like this. I definitely think it's an improvement. And now I can, like, dance and stuff and not have to. Also, you know what's kind of interesting? I found out that my camera has this weird feature. I didn't know my camera could do that. I found that out today. I don't know how to do it, like, manually, but pretty good. Yeah, like, remember you guys wanted me to do the worm, right? Now look, I can actually do it. You got epilepsy or something. You know what's funny is I do have epilepsy. Oh, you got me. That's the funny part, is that you weren't wrong. Well, now I feel bad. Good. Good. Not gonna bog you down. I've been through a lot. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. What is that thing on the floor? What do you mean? That's how I dance. That's how I dance. I go out to the club, I get a few drinks, and then I do that. Almost exactly. That's... You can't dance shame me. Dancing is how I express myself. He goes to the club to cause a scene. You think that was a scene? You mean if you were at the club and you saw a guy doing that, you'd be like, wow, he's causing a scene. What do you mean? I would say he's expressing himself. You gotta get into drawing or something. Oh, speaking of which, I do have the Sugar Sheriff of the Week board, and I haven't really found a good place to hang this up on. So we could use it to draw on. I just don't know how that would work. So I guess if I ever needed to draw, I have this as an option. And I have a bunch of different colors too. I no longer wish to be here. Okay, is anybody looking to be a mod? I might be in the market for a new mod for the channel. My mom isn't here. My mom is currently asleep. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. She went to bed hours ago. Many, many hours ago. Why is this thing getting copied and pasted? How do you know that? How do I know that my mom is asleep? Because I texted my mom about an hour ago and she didn't respond, so. My mom doesn't go to bed early. My mom goes to bed at normal times. That's the thing. We are not normal. That's the unless you're on like the West Coast or from another country, we are not normal. My mother is. Maybe my mom is ghosting me. Yeah. Probably, you know? That's probably true. I think my mother has given up, which I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I mean, you just saw how I danced. I mean, do you really want a son that dances like that? You would think she would have taught me better. Actually, I haven't really seen my mom dance, now that I think about it. She probably dances fine. Yeah, I can see her dancing okay. She put in 25 years, she's done. Yeah, it's true. You can put up the beautiful sign. Oh, the I appreciate you sign. That is true. I could put that like right over my bed. That'd be kind of cool. Do I have any advice for guilt? Forgive yourself. Real piece of advice. In fact, you know what? You know where I was just hearing this? I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender today. And that was one of the topics of conversation that came up. I was like, "Oh wow. That's pretty good." Which episode? Well, I don't want to spoil it, but we are Aang is learning how to firebend. What chapter? 3. The Sugar Sheriff? Yeah. So I don't know what I want to do with this. Like, do I want to hang this up? I was contemplating it for so long. Do I want to put this here? Is this like distracting? Or like, this wall is so big. What do I do with this wall? I don't know. I could like put it here. I could like put it. Oh my god, I'm breaking things. Oh, Toph is the best character. She's fantastic. Slaughter, I love you. Forgiving myself in this instance would be definitely selfish. Well, you either can confront the thing or forgive yourself, or what's probably best is a mixture of both. Do you have the painting? Absolutely. Like, I was trying to figure out where to put this thing. I was thinking probably like here. But the lights kind of like... The lights kind of faded out. Can't really see it. A bit lower. Like, no matter where you place it, the... Oh, you think the light makes it better? Like there? It is hilarious. That's why I love it. No, it's a different shirt. The light is a little filter. I mean, I can put it up right now. There is.
I will not make you regret it. Hi beautiful people, I just want you to know you are amazing and beautiful.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Ta-da! There we go. How's that? Is that good? Did I like move it over? I don't know. That's incredible. I think it's great. It's one of the best things anyone has ever sent me. I think it's hilarious. A cockroach kept me up all night. Oh my god. I hate cockroaches so much. I'm so sorry. I had a cockroach today climb on my foot when I was at the grocery store. That was kind of an adventure. That was fun. Then something underneath the sign, not sure what though. Well, that's why we could do this. But I'm not really sure. Like it does fit. Portrait. I do, you know what? You know what's something? I do regret I was offered when I was living in New Jersey to do I was offered to do a nude modeling, like for a art class at a university that was near me, and I didn't end up doing it. They were gonna pay me, and I regret doing it because I think it would have been actually pretty fun. I've never done anything like that, and it's something that you see in movies or whatever, and I definitely should have. Nude modeling is so scary. Why would I regret that? I don't understand. As long as people aren't taking photographs, then in reality I don't really care. That I would probably feel a little weird at. But yeah, no, it's just like a life experience. That's the thing, is that I regret when I'm offered a real life experience and I don't end up taking it. That was like something that I don't know if I'll ever be offered again. And I don't really want to go seeking it. So how do you get offered the job? It was somebody that I was dating went to the university and they offered it. They said that a professor was looking for someone that wanted to do it, and they would pay me, I think it was $100 a day, and I would need to pose for like 2 hours, something like that. So $200 over 4 hours, whatever. That's pretty good. Hi Linda, how are you doing? Greetings. Thank you, Animal. I appreciate the lurk. Hi, Dad. I'm Mom. Are you? Are you, Mom? Mom. I don't like the magnet letters with this setup. Well, I could get rid of the magnet letters altogether, and I can write it. The magnet letters were good because it was on a fridge, and now that it's no longer on a fridge, it loses its like glamour, you know? Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it. Do I still have the fridge? No. Yeah, I took it with me. Can you imagine how much work that would be? And how weird they'd feel, like, to have a missing fridge? It wasn't even like a good fridge. Like, I don't know why. Oh, that's awesome, Kimonio. I wish you the best of luck. The fridge is in my carry-on, yeah. That's awesome. I really hope that it works out for you. I personally have realized, at least this is my experience, but I honestly believe never meeting your idols is like a true, like there's like a phrase that's like never meet your idols. And I agree that it's probably, sometimes I guess it works out, like for you it did, but in general I feel like it can only, I guess it depends on how long you're meeting your idols for and the context, but it could be very dangerous. So you think the board with the Sugar Sheriff written on it? Think so? Could you elaborate? Well, the thing when you meet your idol, the reality is shattered. As in, like, if one of your idols was like a streamer, for example, and you met them in real life. So I'll give you an example, because this is like a real life what I've experienced. They weren't necessarily my idols, but when I went to TwitchCon in 2019, I got to meet a bunch of streamers. Like, I got to see Tim the Tatman and Nick Mercs and and Dr. Lupo and all these people that like are really big and famous. I even walked alongside XQC, but I didn't really say anything to him because I knew that he was like, he seemed like he was really in the zone, so I wasn't gonna bother him or anything. But there was such a reality shattering of when I met these people. Like when I met Tim the Tatman, like that, he's the one that pops up in my mind as like what it like thinking about the situation, seeing like how tall somebody is, how big they actually are, what their face actually looks like. It really shattered this like perspective that I had, because I had only ever really seen them on Twitch while they are streaming, or like in a YouTube video that they make, or like a little Twitter clip. When I got to see them in person, it really made me like, I just didn't like, I lost that glamour that I had for them, I guess. And morally and ethically, yeah, you definitely can kind of feel that way. As in, if I had met Tim the Tatman and he was like a complete asshole, that would have definitely like ruined my perspective of him. So part of the phrase of not meeting your idols is because sometimes it's better to be ignorant than that's just it. Sometimes it's just ignorance is bliss, and that's just the reality. I just imagine how my idols poop and then it grounds me. Idols are Pooper 2, very disappointing. They aren't gods anymore. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, right? Like, I did get to meet Pokimane, and I really wanted to meet Pokimane, and nothing, my opinion has not changed of her, so that was pretty cool. I feel like your idols are kind of lame, though. If I met the Dolphins quarterback or Dan Marino, I'd die. I mean, I don't even know who my idols are anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know who they are anymore. Like, when I was a kid, I definitely had more idols than I do now. But nowadays, I don't really have anybody that I look up to. And I mostly think that's a good thing. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I don't really have to, like... God, Jesus, and Nebraska Prage? I couldn't care less to meet those football people. Trust me, I couldn't care less either. I would meet a famous football person, I'd be like, cool. You play football. Good for you. Well, it's awkward meeting someone who is, like, famous when you're older than them. Is it? I don't know. I don't think it's that awkward. Like, that's another thing, too. Oh, I guess I went through a real shattering of reality when it comes to meeting idols. I used to play Magic the Gathering, like, really competitively, you know? Travel around the world, play Magic, and in the Magic community, there are a lot of pro Magic players. So when I was aspiring to be a top-notch professional Magic the Gathering player, I looked up to a lot of these Magic people. And every time you would go to a Magic event, they would most likely be there. So sometimes you would get like paired against them and you have to play them. And you'd be like, oh boy, Like, oh no. Like, or like, you obviously be excited, but like, you know, you get to play against your idols. But at the same time, I've played against my idols. You know? I've played against these professional people. And I've won and I've lost. And now, I couldn't really care less. Like, what was it that Bunny said that you agree with? The older that you get, the more you realize people are just people, and the only person you need to aspire to be is the best version of yourself. Aww. That's very wholesome. Very cute. It's very true, too. Very true. I look like Mizkif. I look like this person? This is who I look like?
You like jazz?
Is this me? Is that a photograph of me? Oh my god, it's me. Xstat as a twin? No. See, why is it? See, this is something that I've said for a long time that I've brought about on my Twitch channel. People say, "Oh my god, you look like Mizkif. You look like whatever." I'm waiting for the day that people go, "Oh wow, Mizkif looks like you." That's the day I'm waiting for. That's the day. Can confirm that looks like him IRL. Don't let the camera yeah, look at that. That is me. I feel like I look more like this Joker than I do look like Mizkif. I could 100% be his stunt double. Yeah, me being a stunt double, performing physical activities and chores. Definitely. Technically, they would say it to someone else, but they wouldn't hear them say it, so you never know. I guess so. I definitely look more like
I just wanted to use it again to say I love you all even if I don't know you all cause I rarely come here due to my sleep schedule. But I do love you.
I love you too, Kamonio. I hope you're having a really good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Alex, thank you for the host. Thank you. I don't know. I don't feel like how can someone love you? How can you love someone you don't know? How do you know that I don't know them? First question. How do you know that I don't know them? But, I guess you could kind of say that about anything, but at the same time, couldn't you make a good assumption that you would? Like, you ever look at something and you're like, wow, I would love that. Like your dream car. How do you know that your dream car is your dream car unless you have your dream car? You know? How do you know you're gonna love this thing unless you already have it. Not people. Well, I think that their love is genuine. And I accept it. Because I'm just an emotional love vampire that just absorbs it. It grows my strength.
Ooh, I fucked a girl's titties. Ooh, I fucked a girl's titties. Ooh, I fucked a girl's titties. Ilism Dada, nice to have me on here. Also, I'm sorry I ghosted you. You're just so obsessed with me and my sexiness. Less than 3.
Maybe text to speech should be removed. Maybe it's not a good idea. I think it's fine. If someone wants to spend their points on it. I mean, of course there's $2 text to speech, which, I mean, no, I like the text to speech. If you want to use your points on that, that's fine with me. Like, those 3,000 points probably took you a long time to get, so if that is what you would like to spend them on, so be it.
Seven 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 seven.
Is the text to speech allowed?
Seven 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 seven.
No. It's true, Chase. It's true. It's not loud, just aggressive. Agreed. So we actually looked at all the different text-to-speech voices that we could possibly use. This is one of the best ones. My favorite text-to-speech voice was the Japanese one, but we decided that we didn't want to use that one because we were afraid. Because we're cowards, that's why.
777 octillion 777 septillion 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 700.
He's really building that up. He's getting excited.
777,777.
I miss
If
one.
you think tunneling is a good strategy in DBD, you have a small PP, and that's why Derek don't love you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I love you, but I feel like it's one-sided. I also love you, so. Who is Derek? Is Derek a Dead by Daylight character?
You like jazz?
I don't understand. Oh, is that so? Think of the follow. I don't know. Leon Kennedy is in Dead by Daylight, so honestly, what more could I possibly want? No worries, Kimonio. I appreciate you. Have a good time. chat? Is Lily here? I don't see her. I don't think she's here. Lily ain't feeling very good, so no worries, Kimonio. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I'm probably going to end stream anyway, so I can start some of my homework and then I can finish it by tomorrow. So I also have to take Lily to the vet tomorrow. I have class. I have an insane project to do. You do not appreciate me. Why is that? Do you have proof? It's a pretty bold claim, Kimonio. Pretty bold claim. Hope you can back it up. Can you back it up? Is it fat enough? I'm not gonna start. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know that song? What song? That was a sincere question. That was a sincere question. I want to know. Is it fat enough? Oh, yeah. I mean, I got some pretty good sleep today. I just have a lot of work to do, so. Alright, all. I'm going to sign off for the night. I appreciate you, and I thank you for being here. My apologies for such a late stream. I didn't really want to start at 1 a.m. You know what's funny? Is that today I was actually planning on starting streaming at 11. Like, I was actually, like, prepared. 10:30, like, I was like, alright, time to get myself ready. And then I was like, I wonder what my stream setup would look like if I moved my desk. And then here we are, 2.5 hours later.
That's my son! This is my boy!
Yo, Chase, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Wow.
You're not my dad!
Yo, Andy, wow. Thank you for the gifted sub. What is this? Is very random. Thank you guys. Should I try to... Do we like the magnets or not? I mean, I guess I'm gonna write it with marker at least. So thank you guys. That was really kind of you. Let's see. A send off? Hey, that means a lot. Thank you for supporting the stream, both of you. I just turned off my computer, didn't I? Yes, I did.